Welcome to this explainer. So, if you're a new resident or business owner setting up shop here in Southern California, you already know that navigating municipal utility setup can honestly feel like a second full-time job. It's a lot. But today, we are going to walk through exactly how to establish your water service in Long Beach completely headache-free. We've gone ahead and synthesized all the official policies, the rates, and the procedures to give you a really clear, structured roadmap.
Look, moving is notoriously stressful. You're swimming in cardboard boxes, you've got endless logistics to manage, and the absolute last thing you want is to finally turn on the tap in your new place and get nothing. Crickets. Don't let your water service run dry before you even have a chance to unpack. You can consider this explainer your ultimate concierge guide to getting the water flowing efficiently. That way, you can just focus on making your new space actually feel like home.
All right, here is our game plan for today. We'll quickly cover Long Beach water service basics, steps to start your service, methods to apply today, understanding the billing system, frequently asked questions, and finally, key contacts and resources. Let's dive in. Section 1. Long Beach water service basics, the scope of your consolidated utility. Before we get to the paperwork, it's really important to understand who is actually providing your utilities. Back in November 2022, voters approved a charter change that essentially consolidated water, natural gas, and sewer services all under one roof. So as you're keeping an eye out for official communications in the mail, this Long Beach Utilities logo is the one you need to recognize. They actually have a century-long history of safely providing high-quality drinking water to the community. They handle all the engineering, water quality testing, and field services over at their headquarters on East Wardlow Road, while the Commercial Services Bureau down at City Hall takes care of your billing and customer accounts. And just to wrap your head around the sheer scale of their operation, Long Beach Utilities serves a staggering 460,682 residents across Long Beach, Signal Hill, and neighboring areas. They manage all of this through a massive network of about 5,000 miles of underground pipeline, run by 500 dedicated employees working 24/7. So you aren't just turning on a tap, you are plugging into a massive, well-oiled machine. Okay, moving right along to Section 2. Steps to start your service. Getting your paperwork in order.
Getting your documentation lined up upfront is absolutely the best way to ensure your service starts without a hitch. The process itself is beautifully simple. It's basically a 1-2-3 timeline. Step 1, gather your documentation and just double-check that your new address is actually within their service territory. Step 2, submit your official start service request. And Step 3, complete your identity verification and handle any necessary deposits. Now, the deposit amount totally depends on the specific services you're activating, and they'll present that to you once your application is complete.
So the absolutely crucial point here is knowing exactly what documents to have in your hand before you start. You are going to need your Social Security number for identity verification, a verifiable ID, and proof of authorization for the property, like an official lease or a warranty deed. Actually, quick note on that. If you're starting service under a corporate name or LLC, you'll need to call customer service directly for that setup. Oh, and here is a fantastic pro tip. Unlike gas service, which requires an adult 18 or older to literally wait at home for the turn-on appointment, a water-only request does not require anyone to be on site. You just need to absolutely ensure that every single faucet in the building is turned off so you don't accidentally flood your new place. Let's move to Section 3, Methods to apply today. Choosing your setup channel.
Now that your documents are ready to go, Long Beach gives you some really flexible ways to officially register. You can absolutely go the traditional route. Call the Commercial Services Bureau between 7:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m., send them an email, or even walk right into the City Hall lobby at 411 West Ocean Boulevard if you want immediate verification. But I've got to say the newest and by far most efficient method is their My Utility portal. It's up 24/7, lets you schedule service online, and it even has this incredible secure screen sharing application. If you get stuck at any point during registration, a real customer service rep can literally look at your screen and guide you through it in real time. It's a huge time saver.
Anatol Falagon, who is the general manager of Long Beach Utilities, summed up this whole digital shift perfectly. He stated that the portal is a major step forward in their ongoing effort to modernize and streamline service delivery. The city is actively trying to cut down on the bureaucratic friction so you can stay informed and stay in total control of your own utilities.
All right, Section 4. Understanding the billing system, rates, tiers, and how to pay.
Okay, so once you're all set up, what is this actually gonna cost? Knowing the rate structure up front is the best way to prevent any financial surprises when that first bill arrives about 2 months later. Your bill is essentially a daily service charge based on your meter size, plus a volumetric charge for the water you actually consume.
And Long Beach structures this volumetric pricing to aggressively promote water conservation. Water here is measured in billing units of 100 cubic feet. To put that in perspective, that's about 748 gallons per unit. Now look at Tier IA on this chart. For residential customers, your first 6 billing units are charged at exactly $0, literally free for those first units. After that, it scales up to $3.47 for Tier IB and $6.65 for Tier 2 in fiscal year 2026. Bottom line, keep your usage low and your volumetric costs stay incredibly low.
And when it is time to pay that bill, you've got a wealth of options. You can pay instantly for free online through the My Utility portal. You can use their 24/7 automated phone line, mail it traditional check, or pop into City Hall. But honestly, perhaps the most surprisingly convenient option, retail partners. You can literally pay your water bill while you're picking up groceries or prescription at your local 7-Eleven, CVS, Walgreens, Food 4 Less, or Ralph's. I mean, talk about a huge convenience for busy residents who are already out running errands anyway.
Moving to Section 5, Frequently Asked Questions, Shutoffs, Deposits, and Policy Comparisons.
You know, when we look at utility data, the major anxieties new customers have usually revolve around strict rules, surprise deposits, and the fear of shutoffs. Let's compare a bit. Standard municipalities across the country can be pretty harsh. For example, Boynton Beach requires hefty $100 to $125 deposits right up front, and they immediately hit you with shutoff fees for non-payment. Chino Hills enforces very strict 60-day shutoff timelines with formal mailed notices. Long Beach, on the other hand, takes a much more proactive, assistance-based approach. Obviously, they require payment, but they actively promote flexible payment plans, dedicated utility assistance programs, and real-time portal tracking to help struggling customers avert shutoffs entirely. If you fall behind, they really want you to visit lbutilities.org/billhelp to figure it out, rather than just marching out and turning off your tap.
Let's wrap things up with Section 6, Key Contacts and Resources, Where to Go When You Need Help. You're going to want to keep this slide handy as your ultimate utility Rolodex because, well, life happens. For your day-to-day billing and setup questions, the Commercial Services Bureau at 562-570-5700 is your go-to. If you happen to wake up at 2 a.m. to a burst pipe flooding the street, you'll want the 24/7 emergency line at 562-570-2390. And crucially, if you ever receive an unusually high bill and you suspect there's a hidden leak somewhere, you don't just have to accept it and pay up. You can shoot an email to highwaterbill at lbutilities.org to request an official adjustment investigation.
Just a quick professional disclaimer before we go. While all of this information reflects the current published standards, municipal policies, and those tier rates are always subject to change, especially right at the start of new fiscal years. So definitely always verify the latest details directly with Long Beach Utilities to be safe. Ultimately, getting your water set up correctly is the very foundation of a smooth move. Having clean, reliable water delivered straight to your home is a modern marvel. We just want to make sure yours is ready to go on day one. So, have you checked your pipes yet?